Staring at the screen, your eyes track across 36 open tabs. Your coffee went cold an hour ago, sitting untouched in a ceramic mug. Every link promises a different path, a different method, a different version of success. You are no closer to picking a curriculum than when you started this morning. The pressure mounts with every click. Stop. Take a breath. You are not failing. You are simply caught in the trap of perfection. The industry sells you a glossy image of a classroom that does not exist in your living room. Those endless options are not opportunities. They are distractions designed to make you doubt your own intuition. That heavy weight in your chest is not incompetence. It is the result of trying to fit your family into a mold built for someone else. Let the cursor hover. Close the tabs.
You are finished hunting for the impossible standard. We are moving away from the hype and the marketing noise.
We are going to look at what actually works in your home right now. The clutter stops here. It is time to clear the screen and start with the reality of your day. Forget the social media feed. Close the window on those influencer recommendations that showcase pristine schoolrooms and perfectly aligned bookshelves. That is not a curriculum. That is a curated performance. You are not running a museum, and your living room is not a studio. We are ignoring the hype. We are ignoring the expensive catalogs that promise a miracle in a box. Your reality is not a glossy photograph, and it is time to stop apologizing for that. The clutter begins to clear the moment you decide that what you see online has no bearing on what happens at your kitchen table. We are stripping away the noise. No more chasing trends. No more comparing your Tuesday morning to someone else's staged highlight reel. We are going to build a system that fits the rhythm of your home, not the algorithm of a website. Take a second to feel the relief. You no longer have to live up to a standard that was never designed for you. With the noise muted, we can finally focus on the only two things that matter: the actual needs of your household and the practical steps to meet them. This is the path forward, and it starts by being brutally honest about where you are today. Now, turn your gaze away from the screen. Look at your child, not the student you think you should have, but the human being currently standing in front of you. Forget the textbooks for a moment. Does your child thrive on clear, predictable structure, or do they need to move their bodies to process information? This is the only question that counts. If they need to pace the floor to memorize a fact, do not fight it. If they crave a rigid checklist to feel secure, provide it. You are building a protective barrier here, one that keeps the external pressure of academic expectations from reaching your home. When you center your child's natural way of interacting with the world, you stop trying to force a square peg into a round hole. You are no longer looking for a curriculum that wins awards. You are looking for a tool that respects how your child's brain actually functions. This is where your authority as a parent takes hold. You are the observer, the advocate, and the filter. By grounding your choices in their specific, observable needs, you create a classroom that works for them, not against them. Take a moment to watch them today. See them as they are, not as the marketing materials suggest they ought to be. Now, let us tackle the trap of the grade level label. Throw it out. Do not force a standard textbook on a child who is not ready.
And for the love of peace, do not hold back a child who is soaring.
Those numbers on the spine of a book are merely suggestions, not mandates. When you insist that your child must match a national average, you are fighting their natural growth. Stop it. If your child is struggling, go back to the basics. If they are surging ahead, give them more space to run.
You possess the ultimate advantage as a homeschool parent, the power to pivot.
You are not a school district tethered to a rigid calendar. You are the architect of a learning path that adapts in real time.
When you stop measuring your child against a standardized benchmark, you stop the frustration before it starts.
You gain the freedom to prioritize progress over pace. You can slow down when a concept is hard and accelerate when it clicks. This is not about falling behind. It is about moving forward at the only speed that matters, theirs.
Own this flexibility. It is your greatest tool.
Use it to build a rhythm that allows your child to master the material on their own terms, not the publisher's. Now, turn that focus inward. Be brutal with your honesty. Look at your own life. When the sun goes down, Are you energized, or are you hitting a wall? If you are physically drained by dinner,
Do not buy a curriculum that demands 2 hours of craft preparation every single night. You are not a superhero. You are a parent.
choosing a system that requires a mountain of supplies will only lead to resentment and a pile of unused boxes in the corner.
If you need simplicity, choose open-and-go materials that require zero setup. If you crave variety, look for unit studies that offer flexibility without the high-maintenance demands.
Your curriculum must serve your daily life, not the other way around.
If the plan looks perfect on a website but feels impossible at your kitchen table, it is not the right fit.
Stop chasing the ideal version of yourself and accept the version that exists today.
By choosing a style that actually matches your energy, you ensure that you can show up for your child consistently.
Authenticity in your limitations is a strength. It allows you to build a sustainable rhythm that survives the long haul. Be realistic about what you can manage, and you will find the path that sticks. Now, let us talk about the price tag. You are likely staring at a screen filled with glossy, high-cost catalogs. The pressure to buy the entire library, the extra kits, and the supplementary workbooks is immense.
It feels like if you do not purchase the whole suite, you are failing your child before you begin. Stop. That feeling is not a requirement. It is a sales tactic. You need to set a hard budget,
and you need to set it before you open your wallet. Start with the core, math and language arts. That is it. You do not need the full collection of history projects, art supplies, or science experiments on day one. If you buy everything at once, you will end up with a basement full of expensive, unopened boxes. Purchase the essentials first. Test the system.
See if the teaching style actually works for your home. If it clicks, you can expand your library later.
If it fails, you have not wasted a fortune on materials you will never use. Draw a line between what is necessary for learning and what is just extra noise. Prioritize the foundation. Protect your bank account.
And keep your options open for the future. You are building a system, not a bookstore.
Once you have your core subjects, look at the support behind the pages. You are not a professional educator,
And you do not need to be. As you shop, check for the tools that will save your sanity. Is there a clear,
step-by-step instruction manual? Does it include an answer key that actually makes sense?
If you are a beginner, a well-written teacher guide is worth its weight in gold.
It is the difference between a morning of frustration and a morning of progress. When you have a roadmap, you stop guessing. You stop wondering if you are explaining the concept correctly or if you are missing a critical step. That clarity is your safety net. It shifts the burden of instruction away from your own internal knowledge and places it on the curriculum.
Suddenly, you are not the one struggling to translate complex ideas on the fly. You are the facilitator.
You have a professional guide in your hand that answers your questions before they are even asked.
This is the moment the weight lifts from your shoulders.
You move from a place of uncertainty to a position of managed control. You are no longer just a parent trying to teach. You are an equipped instructor with a plan. Look for that support and prioritize it above all else. Now, do not spend a single dollar until you have proof it works. Before you commit, go to the website and download the samples. This is your final filter. Sit down with your child and open those pages together. Watch the demo videos side by side. Pay attention to their eyes. Are they engaged, or are they staring at the wall? Are you struggling to explain the concepts, even with the guide in front of you?
If the material feels like a chore during these few sample pages,
Listen to that signal. If it is a struggle now,
it will be a 3-month nightmare by the time you reach the middle of the book. You have the power to stop the cycle before it starts.
reject the glossy marketing. If the sample does not click, close the tab and move to the next option. You are not obligated to buy anything that does not fit your reality.
This testing phase is your armor against wasted time and mounting frustration. By vetting the curriculum in the real world, you are choosing success over convenience.
Do not settle for what looks good on a screen. Settle for what actually works in your home. Test it first, then decide. Here is the truth that will set you free. You are not signing a lifetime contract. You are not bound by the choices you make today. If you buy a math program that seemed perfect in August but feels like a wall in November,
You are allowed to stop. You are allowed to change.
you are allowed to pivot. Many parents stay trapped in a curriculum that is failing their child simply because they feel like they have to finish what they started. Break that habit now. Your curriculum is a tool, not a permanent fixture. If it stops working, you adjust. You find a different path. You pivot until you find the rhythm that matches your family. This is the moment you stop hunting for a mythical,
Flawless system and start building one that actually evolves with your growth.
The pressure to get it right the first time is a trap. Let go of that perfection.
You have permission to abandon what does not fit and embrace what does. You are the architect of this education, and you have the power to change the blueprints whenever you need to. Breathe.
You are not failing. You are simply learning what works, and that is exactly how progress is made.
Close the tabs. Put the coffee down. You are done searching for the impossible.
You have the tools, the perspective, and the permission to build a system that actually serves your family.
You are no longer navigating this path in isolation.
The weight of the perfect curriculum trap is gone. Now, let us turn this into a conversation. Hit that subscribe button to join a community that values progress over perfection.
I want to know exactly what is standing in your way right now.
Drop a comment below and tell me, which subject makes you want to pull your hair out? Is it the math drills that end in tears?
The language arts lessons that feel like a chore? Be specific. Let us lay it all out on the table. We are going to tackle those hurdles together.
One step at a time. You have the freedom to pivot, the power to choose, and a community ready to support you. The struggle does not have to be a solo journey anymore. Take a deep breath. You are ready to start this season with confidence. Let us get to work.